Hello, I am now on day 4 of my recovery from my double mastectomy, and I am feeling really good actually. I had a really good night's sleep. My pain has been very manageable, really only feeling pain at the tail end of right before I'm able to take another dose of pain medication. This morning I was able to remove my pain pouch because it had fully deflated, which means that the pain serum has been used up, and that they had said that would only last a few days, so it was kind of right on target. So that's one less thing I have to carry around. That was the pouch that I was having to wear around my neck, that kind of got tangled on everything. So I feel like Pinocchio. I've got no strings to tie me down. I still have my drains, but those are, withheld and concealed within my camisole, so that's helpful. Today we did like a sponge bath sort of with Trader Joe's face and body wipes. I use those. They have a really nice like cucumber grapefruit smell, I think. So it felt very fresh and clean afterwards, and I had scheduled an appointment at my hair salon to get my hair washed today. So I did kind of the sponge bath first, and then went there and let them wash my hair because my hair had this just cakey, yucky feeling in it right after the surgery. Very uncomfortable, and I didn't want to rely on my husband to have to get that out because I knew I wouldn't be able to scrub and keep my hands above my head that long to get it out, and for him to have to get in there. So it was a bit of an indulgence that was way worth it. Best thing we've done since. I wish I would have done that with every surgery I've ever had. So if you're having surgery, do yourself a favor, schedule yourself a shampoo and style. I feel like $1,000,000. I walked out of there literally feeling like I was on a runway. My hair smells amazing. It's so soft, and now I know I'll be able to go probably another week without having to wash it. I typically only wash my hair once a week and just do dry shampoo in between because it's actually better for your hair. But now that I've got all that gunk from the surgery out of it, I'll be able to make it that far, and it just made me feel good. It made me feel normal again. It wasn't bad being in there. I didn't feel too uncomfortable. They understood, my lumpiness from my drains and such. I had explained on the phone, what I was doing and why I was coming in just for a hair wash, and it wasn't very busy in the salon, so it felt fine. Leaning back didn't hurt, so it was well worth the money spent. And then we picked up some lunch and came home, and I've just been kind of relaxing, slowly eating my lunch. We stopped at a local cafe near the area of my hair salon that does like a tea service, but the tea service isn't until the afternoon, so we weren't able to do that. That's one of my husband and I's favorite things to do, is like a true Victorian or European tea service, but very few places do that. But they do have a full lunch menu, so we ordered, some sandwiches. I got some carrot soup, which I've never had, but it was delicious, very delightful. And I also got a hot tea, because if you go to a tea shop, you got to get tea. So this is I think it was called Strictly Strawberry. So it's a little fruity, caffeine-free, has, a little bit of, strawberry apple notes to it. Really good. Didn't need sugar or anything to go in it, but it's delicious. And I also, you can't go to a tea shop and not get a scone with cream and jam. So I'm looking forward to having that as a little treat this afternoon. So that was our adventures today. It has, like I said, it's been smooth sailing. I couldn't have asked for better recovery. This is going really smooth. When we did like the sponge bath, we pulled and changed my gauze and everything, and it still looks a little wonky down there, and it will, and I'm probably not going to feel great about that possibly ever, and that's okay. because it's not visible through shirts. I will have prosthetics that I can wear if I am wearing something form-fitting. And eventually we can get it tucked a little bit. I am actually grateful for the way the surgery came out, because had it been done too tight, I could have been a lot more sore than I am. Because had it been too tight and in the recovery, and as the swelling goes down, it might have made it where it literally was too tight up here. Whereas right now I've got plenty of extra space in there for if I do eventually want to do a reconstruction, or if we just want to tuck it later, we'll know, how much extra we have. So still feeling good about my decisions, still feeling good in general. Adhesive still bothering me. If it gets much worse, I'm probably going to call my doctor and ask if I can kind of remove it and replace the tape with something else. It's always been hit and miss with me with adhesive, so I never know if I should warn them. I mean, and I kind of had alluded that sometimes I do have reactions, but they're limited on what they can use too. So we'll see. I don't have any blistering yet. I'm just hoping that it's not going to cause any reaction after the fact, because typically when I have a reaction, it's once you remove it, that skin ends up being like raw. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but we'll see. So that is where we're at today. Gave you some insights on yummy food. And I should mention the restaurant we went to was called Central Perk. It's a European tea room and cafe in Oakwood, Ohio. And it was delightful. Very charming owners run it, and great selection, great menu, very fresh food, and we found it just as good as we were expecting. So that is my excitement for today. Kids had a snow day today, so they are at daycare, more so that they can get that energy out and get a little bit of socialization in. But the roads, were really bad. I'm glad that they called the snow day, because there's been a lot of accidents reported all across the nation. People need to slow down. They need to, take a moment. It's not worth it. When weather conditions are yucky, you gotta follow the basic speed law, which is to, go the speed relative to the weather conditions, and I feel like that does not happen very often, and that is what causes a lot of these big accidents, which is scary and terrifying to think that had they not closed school, my kiddo would have been on a school bus. So I'm very grateful for the snow day, and we slept in a little bit because of that, so that was nice too. So all right, well, that is all I've got for today, all I wrote. Have a good one. Bye.